Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lead Word. It's your host, Chad Bauman. With me, as always, Trey Daubert. With me, more recently than always, is Isaiah Rayner. I don't know.
Reiner.
I was close. It was in the ballpark.
Starting
And
to
with
act like
me,
Jackson Law. Can't get names right.
with me as never, Chloe.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Max is also joining us, but he's too big to put on camera.
Well, I may pick him up later.
Um, it's Thursday, March 23rd, about 9:30 in the morning, and we're about what, a month? I think April 21st, a little less than a month
I think it's
to the
27th.
NFL draft.
27th is the draft, I think.
27th. Oh, it was okay. Again, in the ballpark. That's all
Yeah.
that matters.
I got the date for the fantasy draft, too.
Oh, you
Cool.
did? I need that because I have to take off of work
Yeah. 24th.
of April, I'm
Yep.
guessing. I would have been like, that's fucked up if it's tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow.
It was all part of your strategy to get me to finish in last place.
You would have been better off if you finished in last place a couple times.
Well, I mean, not really, because last place you have to win
Yeah.
to get the first pick.
Yeah.
I've never finished in dead last. I've finished in medium last.
Okay. All right.
It's kind of hard to because like everybody's got all these fucking guys on their team that
the
they
team that finishes
drafted.
in dead last is technically the team that ends up with the 6th seed and doesn't win a playoff game.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get into it because it's like, okay, like your team, like you got like 4 billion draft picks every year, and you got all these guys on your team for like 2-year deals, and you paying like a penny.
Yeah.
Versus like when you come into it fresh, it's like, okay, I've got a lot of like cap money, but
That's why I told you to tank. First year tank.
I should have done that.
Yeah.
I thought I knew better. I didn't. I did not know better. I knew less. But I mean, that's our draft, but we're getting ready for the NFL draft. And what is it? Been 2 weeks now? Free agency opened up, I want to say.
Been about 2 weeks, I think. I don't know what's going on.
About 2 weeks. We're going to talk a little bit about how free agency is or may affect the upcoming draft.
Now you're muted.
Who's muted? I'm not muted. You can't hear me?
Isaiah, can you hear him?
Yeah.
Why can't I hear anybody?
Did you just turn the sound off on your computer?
That's not good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What the fuck? Oh, now it's back.
Oh.
I think we're good.
Okay. Whatever Trey did, it's no longer affecting him.
All right.
But we're going to talk about how the free agency so far has affected
your team got its teeth kicked in free agency.
I don't think so.
You lost a lot of guys.
Like I said before, there's only 2 guys that we really lost that were important.
Who would you say they are?
Hargrave and CJ Gardner-Johnson.
What about TJ Edwards?
We've gotten Nakobe Dean.
You need linebackers, though.
Yes, we do need linebackers. We signed some dude. I think he was on the Jets, but he fucking sucks. So that doesn't help.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of free agency, the
Eagles.
You need
2 safeties.
Well, Marcus Epps wasn't a world beater. I don't think he'll be hard to replace. Well, that's why we're talking about how free agency affected the draft.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going to talk about the Eagles, I think a lot of people want the Eagles to go running back. I mean, that would be a nice pickup. I think there's like a lot of talk about
in signing Rashad Penny.
What'd you say?
What was the point in signing Rashad Penny?
He's going to be a guy that plays.
So he can get 50 carries and then be on injured reserve for the rest of the year?
Well, maybe he's not going to be on injured reserve. I feel like
he's always on injured reserve.
I feel like, I mean, maybe that's the case, but I feel like Kenneth Gainwell, I think he's good.
I do. I agree.
I feel like people may be sleeping on him a little bit. I'm not saying the Eagles aren't maybe so, and let's not forget here. There's a lot of time left to sign players.
Kind of. Sort of.
Don't forget this roster that the Eagles took to the Super Bowl. It wasn't complete until about like fucking August. Remember, the Eagles people are talking about, oh, we don't have any options at safety. We didn't trade for CJ Gardner-Johnson until August of last year. And to be 100% honest with you, this defense didn't look any different when he was playing than when he was injured. It was a lot of the same, if you ask me. So, like I said, I feel like as far as the Eagles and this draft is concerned, I think Howie Roseman is going to have a defensive draft. Maybe he takes a running back I don't know what all picks they have. I don't think they have a third. Maybe he goes 4th round pick running back, but I think we're going to see defensive lineman, safety in the 1st round, and maybe a linebacker with the 2nd round pick.
I think he'd be nuts to use that 10th overall pick on Bijan Robinson. I think he'd be out of his fucking mind if he did that.
I mean, I've heard that they would trade back a little bit, get more picks, and then draft him. But like I said, I don't think he's going running back. I don't see that happening. Because and another thing too is we know fucking Isaac Seumalo went to Pittsburgh. Howie Roseman loves to draft linemen. I think if anything, it's offensive lineman, defensive lineman, safety in the first 2 rounds.
My strategy would be with your I guess pick 30. I would look to take one of those big time guards to replace him. Like that Osiris Torrance out of Florida. He'd be perfect. Slide him right in there.
I think another thing too that people kind of get lost on with the Eagles right now is, yeah, they lost CJ Gardner-Johnson, but we have 2 elite corners on our team right now.
I think with the Saints,
you don't need a fucking all-pro safety on this team right now. You just need a guy that can play center field and just make the good decision. That's all you need.
With the Saints pick, if Jalen Carter keeps sliding down the board, I would take him with that Saints pick. If he's not available, though, I would probably take one of the corners, Joey Porter. I think Joey Porter, keeping him in Pennsylvania, that'd be a cool story. If he's your 3rd corner, you're sitting fucking pretty, and you can never have enough of them.
I mean, I'm happy with Avonte Maddox. I mean, obviously, like, he was injured all of last year, but I'm happy with him.
He'll still play.
Well, no, this is what I'm saying. I don't see them going corner because they have 3 good corners on the team right now, and they're all under contract for the next several years, like 3 years at least. So I don't see them going cornerback at this point. If they had signed CJ and Darius or Bradbury walked, I would say, okay, they're going to go corner, but I don't. For me right now, corner would, when you have holes at linebacker and safety right now, corner feels like a luxury pick, if you ask me.
I don't understand the Rashad Penny signing. That's the one out of the Eagles that just don't get it.
Well, who would you have signed to replace Miles Sanders?
Well, here's my question. They've kind of put themselves in a hole where it's like, well, if we're going to take Bijan Robinson, there's nobody really on the roster that, like, we can say, hey, like, you know, this was a good pick. He's going to play. Who cares about Rashad Penny? But if he doesn't, they don't pick somebody like that. I mean, that's a lot of carries that guy's going to have. This is a run-first offense.
You mean Penny? Not.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, yes, he's been injured, but I feel like playing with Jalen Hurts is like going to limit his injury opportunities.
Okay. I don't know. I think he's one of those guys.
And it's a 1 year, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 1 year deal anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they decided, like I said, I don't see them doing running back first round. Isaiah, can you look up the Eagles picks this year? I think they
10
have,
and then 30.
well, I'm not just talking about the first round. I'm talking about like the full.
They're missing like their 4th and 5th and 6th round picks, I think.
No, I think they have a 6th rounder. Because I think they got I think they got a 6th rounder back in either like a trade or it might have been a comp pick or something like that, or I don't know.
I think they're missing a couple picks in the middle.
I know they're either missing 3, 4, 5, or they're just missing 4 and 5. I don't remember what the exact amount that they're missing is.
They got first round, 10 and 30, and 2nd, 3rd, and then 7th.
2nd, okay, so yeah, it's 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
I mean, if they go running back, and like I said, I think this is a defensive draft for them. Because their offense is pretty much set. I mean, you could throw Isaiah back there. You could throw Isaiah back there at running back, and with Jalen Hurts pulling attention, he's getting at least 3.5 yards to carry behind this offensive line.
That seems a bit high.
3.5.
Pretty quick,
behind this offensive line. Behind this offensive line, I think he's getting 3.5.
That's a lot.
Either way, I don't think it's an offensive draft for them. I think their offense is pretty much set. They've got Jalen Hurts. They've got Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, they have Rashad Penny. We'll see how he does. Wide receiver is stacked. Maybe they might pick somebody up to replace Quez Watkins, but I think they like Quez and
need a guard.
I don't know. I think they need to upgrade over Quez, but I think they like him. I think he dropped the one ball in the Super Bowl that kind of cost this. I don't want to say cost the Eagles the game, but if he had caught that one ball on 3rd down, diving for it for no reason, I think they might have won the game. But I think anything offensively is a luxury pick for them. Defense is where they need to focus because they have, like you said, they do have safety. They have, I think they want to get more depth on the offensive line or defensive line, with Javon Hargrave leaving. And then they have linebacker. I think they need one more linebacker because I think Nakobe Dean's going to be good. I thought Sean Bradley would be better coming from my home high school, but he wasn't not as good as I thought he was going to be. But it is what it is. But I think they'll go first two rounds. I'm thinking it's probably going to be like offensive line, defensive line, and then either linebacker or safety.
You got any winners or big losers from free agency? Any team you want to talk about specifically?
I don't think you'll like it, but I think I would say the Ravens.
What'd they do?
Exactly. They lost their starting quarterback. That's it.
Well, that's not official yet. Don't put that out there yet because I want it to happen.
That's what I'm just saying. They haven't really done anything, and then they're probably losing their starting quarterback.
That's a good thing for me.
I don't think so.
It's a great thing. Any team that signs them, they get the 2 first-round picks.
Well, I think that if you lose Lamar, you're looking at like a 10-year rebuild.
No.
Yes. 100%. Yeah. They built the entire offense around. They built their entire offense around Lamar Jackson. You literally have to replace like everybody except for the offensive line.
I mean, the whole NFL the NFL stands for not for long. It'd take 1 year or 2 years to do that. Not a 10-year rebuild.
Even their backup quarterback is like built around Lamar Jackson. Wasn't their backup at one point Trace McSorley? Is he still their backup?
Yeah.
Like the whole offense is built for Lamar Jackson to be the quarterback. Oh no, it's Travis Huntley right now. That's their backup.
Yeah, Tyler Huntley.
Tyler, same difference.
Yeah.
So I like everything. It's we need this to be the Lamar show.
Yeah, but like I mean, Mark Andrews is your tight end. It's not like he can't play in another offense, you know?
Well, maybe he can.
We
don't know.
Ronnie Stanley's the left tackle. He's a pretty good left tackle, regardless.
Well, that's why I said everybody but the offensive line. You have to replace.
Not Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman could play anywhere.
Okay. One guy outside of the offensive line.
And Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews could play at any team.
Well, we don't know that.
J.K. Dobbins.
Maybe the reason why he's always open is because everybody's worried about Lamar running. We don't know. That guy might not be able to run routes to save his life.
I think he's pretty good.
Well, you would need 2 wide receivers. Well, 3 wide receivers, 4 maybe.
I don't think it's fair to say that they're losers yet.
I think it's very fair.
If they're not losers, they're loser adjacent. Let's say the Colts are the one that do it, and they send over pick 4 and then their next year's pick to sign them.
I mean, at the very least, it would make the Colts competitive.
No, it would not.
It would make them I think it would make them a playoff contender.
No,
at the very least.
Jacksonville still pounds them, and they're still not better than the Titans.
I think they're better than the Titans if they get Lamar Jackson.
Oh no! I think any team he goes to, he's going to tank them.
I don't think so. I don't think that
the Colts are a fucking mess.
They are. But I think I think you discredit Lamar too much.
No, he's horrible.
No, I would not say he's horrible. He is a very he may not be the best quarterback, but he is a very good football player.
He's not good enough to ever win you anything important.
Well, did I say he was going to win a Super Bowl? No, I said he would make them a playoff contender. He would have the Colts in the mix.
AFC's tough, by the way.
It is tough. I'm not saying it's not tough.
AFC's hard.
But the Colts beat the fucking Chiefs. They almost beat the Eagles. It's not like there's not. Huh?
I mean, not with Jeff Saturday.
Right, not with Jeff Saturday. But they had fucking limp dick Matt Ryan out there. One hopping the ball to their wide receivers. At least Lamar Jackson he might not be accurate, but he can get it there.
Phillip Rivers kind of had him afloat. Kind of.
Yeah. And I would take Lamar Jackson as he is right now over fucking declining Phillip Rivers.
I don't think their team's very good.
I mean, it's basically the same team that they almost made the playoffs with Phillip Rivers.
It's also the same team that has the 4th pick in the draft.
Yeah, with a limp dick Matt Ryan.
Yeah. / Sam Ellinger.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they don't. I mean, I don't know. If I feel like if the Colts wanted him, because he's under contract, Lamar is, right? This is last year. This not his last year?
He's on the franchise tag.
That's what it was. I knew they had him for 1 year. I knew that.
But he didn't sign it. He didn't sign the tag.
Right. I don't know. I don't think. I mean, if I'm the Colts, how old's Lamar? 28. 28 sounds right.
20,
that feels right.
I want to say he's 27 or something.
Well, 28, 27, same difference.
Oh, how do you like Greedy
26.
Williams? 26.
26.
How do you like Greedy Williams?
Greedy Williams?
Yeah, your Eagles signed him.
I know. I think he's a depth guy. I think he's there in case Avonte Maddox gets injured. I don't think he's going to be a starter.
Okay.
I mean, he might be like a dime package corner, but who knows? Can he play safety? That might be his best chance on getting on the field consistently.
He might be able to play safety, actually.
There we go.
Can I give you my loser?
Yeah, sure.
I don't even know if you're going to guess it. And it's not totally official yet, but I think it's pretty clear cut who one of the big losers is.
Let me think. Can I guess? I want to say New England, but I feel like that for you would be too obvious. And you said I wouldn't guess it, so no, it's not New England.
I do think they're kind of a loser, but
yeah. Would it be? Yeah, I don't know.
Same division. New York
Same
Jets.
division. What? No, New York
Jets.
Jets.
New York Jets. What the fuck, man? I mean, listen, I get wanting Aaron Rodgers, but what are they doing? They signed Alan Lazard to this massive contract, $44 million. He sucks. He's not even any good. And then they just traded Elijah Moore for nothing. They just gave Elijah Moore for a second and third round pick swap. They moved down like 20 spots. And the Browns get Elijah Moore for free, basically. What are you doing?
Helping my
He's
fantasy
better than
odds.
Lazard.
Well, I mean, before free agency and stuff, didn't Aaron Rodgers go to Green Bay and say, go get these guys or I'm not coming back?
Yeah, I mean.
And then they basically told him to kick rocks. Is Lazard there one of his guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's
how they coming now. Guess who's coming? Randall Cobb, Mercedes Lewis.
Well, yeah, they're building it for Aaron Rodgers. And I think I said this on the Daily Show like last week. I feel like that's like it. I feel like it's going to be a mistake.
Yeah.
When you have they have a top 5. I don't know what they pick, right? They're 2, I want to say.
Who, the Jets?
Yeah, what's their pick?
Like 14 or something.
Oh, they're 14. Okay. I thought they were higher. I was going to say when you could get a quarterback.
If they give that pick up for Aaron Rodgers, they're out of their fucking minds.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Because best case scenario, you probably get, he's not Tom Brady. He's not playing until he's 50. Best case scenario, you get 2 years of Aaron Rodgers if you give up the 14 pick.
You get 2 years of Aaron Rodgers and you're a wild card team.
That's my point. I wouldn't trade for him at all.
No.
But I think we're going to end up seeing it on draft day.
I think I'm not saying nobody should trade for him, but not the fucking Jets.
The Ravens? You want the Ravens to trade for him?
No. If the Vikings had him instead of Cousins, I think that would make sense.
Yeah, that might be good for them. But I don't know if he would want to go to the. Well, I don't know. Rodgers is kind of maybe early in his career he'd be like, no, I played for Green Bay, but now I think he would. He's his personality. He would 1,000% go play for the Vikings.
Yeah, he would.
Fuck you to Green Bay.
Brett Favre did it.
Yeah, I forgot about Favre.
Brett Favre also
or go play in Chicago. Go play in Chicago.
Oh no, they're horrible. You want to talk about them?
Yeah.
What'd you make of their trade down? I got a lot of hate from the Bear fans. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, no, I did. I was the one that not pointed it out to you. I pointed out that you got retweeted by a blue checkmark guy.
Yeah.
A non-paid for blue checkmark guy, so it's official.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Like, if they what did they get in the trade? I forget. They got a whole bunch of picks, right?
They got pick 9. They got the second rounder that is San Francisco's, so it was like 61. They got the Panthers next year's first, Panthers next year's second, and then DJ Moore.
So, I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. The problem is that you got to hit on the picks.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they're just like, hey, we don't know how to draft. We're gonna get as many picks as we can, and at least one of them's got to be good.
They better hope they hit on those picks because it's not really a good draft.
What would you have done differently with that trade?
I would have traded with Houston first. I would have moved from 1 to 2. And Houston has already come out and said they wanted to move up for number 1, and Carolina still might trade with them. I think that would have been their first move, and then move down from 2.
I mean, I don't know why would Houston. I guess move up to 1 so that way no one could jump ahead of you. But I feel like if you're the 2 pick, I feel like that would have been dumb for Houston to do because
they want to move up.
I don't know if I don't. I'm just saying personally, if I'm the 2,
and they have extra picks from the Watson trade. They want to make sure they get the guy they want.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just saying if I'm Houston, I don't know if I'm moving up.
I
Just
agree.
take the guy at 2.
Who would you take
If I'm who?
if you had the first pick? Which quarterback do you want?
Stroud. And that's not just
He's
because
on
I
your
have him in
team.
fantasy.
He's on your team.
I know. Think he's gonna be good on the right team.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him. Don't want to see him in Carolina.
He's probably going to be a Panther.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't want to see him in Houston either.
Yeah, I think that's worse.
Can I get him in Tampa Bay? Can Tampa Bay move up to number 1 real quick? And
That'd be nice.
I almost had Kyle Trask this year too.
The Fighting Bakers.
Oh, right. I forgot. Tampa signed Baker Mayfield. That's right.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think it's not bad for them. Like, they need somebody. I think they're going to end. I don't think Kyle Trask is going to end up being the answer for him to replace Tom Brady, like, long term. So I think they need a guy. I think they need a guy to get him through this season. I think they're going to end up trying to draft a quarterback next year. I don't know who the quarterback's
going to win the NFC South.
Huh?
Who's going to win the NFC South? This has been a big debate.
I kind of want to say the Saints because I'd like to see Derek Carr, but I think I'm not a fan of Michael Thomas being injured for 90% of the season.
And they don't have their pick.
Huh?
They don't have their pick either.
Yeah. And then, I mean, there's clearly a difference between Sean Payton and whoever the fuck their coach is now.
Yeah, Dennis Allen. They were lost last year.
Although I do like Chris Olave. And again, not just because I have him in fantasy. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Falcons maybe.
I honestly think my pick's going to be Carolina.
Oh. Didn't who's their new coach? Cleveland.
Frank Reich.
Oh, Frank Reich. Oh, I don't know about that one. They
take Stroud. You got Miles Sanders now in the backfield. Adam Thielen's a new receiver. DJ Chark's come into town. Got Hayden Hurst now. Good offensive line. Defense isn't bad, actually.
Yeah. If the quarterback is right. So maybe Carolina. I don't know. I think Frank Reich kind of he dropped the ball a little bit in Indy. I don't know. I think this is an adjustment year for him. I'm gonna go Atlanta. I'm gonna go Atlanta
with Desmond Ridder. No way. No way.
I'm gonna go Atlanta.
No way.
It's gonna be the Cordero Patterson show.
Jesus.
I guess Ridder, like half a year of experience, but I just don't trust rookie quarterbacks.
All right. How about give me your free agency winner, and then we'll close it out there.
Free agency winner.
I got one. If you want me to do mine.
Yeah, go ahead, do yours.
Cincinnati Bengals. The Bungles. Hey, Kansas City Chiefs. You're going to regret the day that you lost Orlando Brown. And I know, hey, you signed Jawan Taylor, but you paid Jawan Taylor more than the Bengals just got Orlando Brown. We don't know if Taylor can play left tackle. Even if he can't play left tackle, you lost your right tackle, Andrew Wiley, so now you definitely need a left tackle. There's no guarantee you get one with pick 30, or pick 31, I mean. The Bengals, I mean, their offensive line keeps getting better. They not only bring in Orlando Brown, they bring in Cody Ford, old Bills guy, Oklahoma guy, re-sign Jermaine Pratt. I mean, if their offensive line's good with those weapons and Burrow, they might win it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we're in the same boat again. Like, Cincinnati's trying to upgrade their offensive line.
They're doing it.
They are, but we said the same thing last year.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Orlando Brown's significantly better than what they did last year. So,
I mean, all they really did last year was bring in Alex Kappa and Lyle Collins.
yeah. Well, Lyle Collins is pretty good. So,
Yeah.
and like I said, Orlando
But
Brown's
now,
better than him.
how about this? You could put Jonah Williams at right tackle and put Lyle Collins as your guard. Now you're really cooking.
Yeah. Well, can I say I think the Lions are the winners?
Sure. Julian wrote an article on this.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't see his article. I have to read it. I don't know. Like I said, I like CJ Gardner-Johnson, and to be honest, I think first of all, his fucking agent, I would find a new one if I'm that guy. Big time, find a new fucking agent.
Did you see what he said?
What his agent tweeted out.
No, the 2023 Lions are going to be better than the Eagles Super Bowl team.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's wrong, but everyone's entitled to their own wrong opinion.
Give me 1 second. I got to see what Max is doing over here.
Oh, he's laying down. I can see him.
Nah, he's good. But yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, I think getting CJ Gardner-Johnson, who's the corner that they signed? Mosley, right?
Yeah, they signed
Emmanuel Mosley, Cam Sutton.
Give me 1 second.
David Montgomery.
Yeah.
I would have rather kept Darren Williams, or what is his name? The running back that they just had. I want to say Darren, and I don't think it's Darren. I know he was number 30. Oh, Jamal Williams. Oops. Was not close on that one. I'd rather kept Jamal Williams than David Montgomery, but I think David Montgomery he's a good enough replacement. I like what the Lions did. Plus they have 2 picks, 2 first rounders, I think. So yeah, I say the Lions winners. All right. Well, Trey had to run out, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap the show up there. He just texted me. Anything else, Isaiah, that you want to add?
No, I'm good.
Sounds good. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the website, vendettasportsmedia.com. You can see it down there at the bottom. Go to our Facebook and Twitter pages. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. The Twitter is Vendetta VSM. We also check out our Instagram page. You can follow me on Twitter at Lilfooted, LILFOOTED. Follow Trey at Trey Daubert, TREYDAUBERT. Thanks for watching. Oh, also, if you're checking this video out on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for the notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.